Hello and welcome to the Corona League Week 15 and the first week of the playoffs. Wow, do we have some close games and meaningful games too. I mean, last week I forgot to mention that you know what? I dropped the ball on it completely. If it turned out that if Litty Titty Committee beat Team would get dropped down to the consolation, and Litty Titty went up, which is exactly what happened. Oh man, crazy. Then it came down to it was that Litty Titty would stay out if Day 1 AK the one beat me, and it got close. But luckily everything came out in the end. Well, let's get to it. Let's get to last week's recap. So game 1 we had Junebug AK the last week we had Junebug versus Day 1 AK the one, and it was a very close game until the end. And in the end, it was 101 to 91. It got close. It got real close, but in the end, the top team prevailed. Let's see what it says. It says Junebug picks up victory over Day 1 AK the one for third straight win. Junebug defeats Day 1 AK the one in a 101-91 game to remain undefeated against him, and in the process clinch a playoff spot. Well, I had to, right? Because it was the end of the season. And then it goes, their overall record goes to 9-5, while Day 1 AK the one drops to 2-12. Day 1 AK the one still cannot manage a victory against Junebug, who pushed their career unbeaten streak into 3 games against Day 1 AK the one. Yep, and that's how that went. It was close. It was real close, but the top dog prevailed. You know what I'm saying? In game 2, we had Edward James versus Henry. And like I said, this game was kind of a pushover game. But at the end of the day, Henry, I don't know what happened. I don't know. Well, Goff got a negative 30, which is crazy. And Edward James, like, he barely, I mean, his only player is, Barkley, he went out 25 points, And then what was it? McAfee had 22 points for Henry. I mean, it was a game, but like I said, if Henry lost, there really no sweat off his balls, because he already clinched number 1. And looks like Edward James puts the sting on Henry, captures career series lead 3-2 in a 99-65 victory. So Edward James took advantage of a 25 points from Saquon Barkley to demolish Henry 99-65. 43 lead on Sunday afternoon to maintain the average for the rest of the matchup. Just crazy. So sadly, his golf is one of the lone signal caller. Really doesn't matter. He lost, but he's still in first place. So that's how that cookie crumbles. And in game 3 was the game to watch, wasn't it? It was Litty Titty Committee versus Team. And Litty Titty Committee pulled it through 121-80 to knock the defending champion down to the consolation bracket and bringing up himself to the championship bracket. Crazy. Last minute KO. I mean, yeah. Last minute knockout. Just crazy. And it was a good game, man. It was a good game. It says Litty Titty Committee slaps Team rises to 4th place. Litty Titty Committee destroyed Team in a 121-80 game, making it 2 wins and as many head-to-head matches. Both teams are now sitting at 8-6 for the year. George Kittle had 210 yards, led the team. Boom, boom. Kittle. There was a few players in losing side that had penalties and chances in this matchup. Well, basically, this is a very long one. Well, basically with that win, they have the same record, but Lady Titty has won both games this season against Team, which puts them over on wins, puts them in the championship game, and puts them against Henry in the playoffs. Yeah. In game 4, we had Iguana versus Aftermath, and this one kind of played out the way I said it would. All right, and it was Aftermath over Iguana, 76-112, and it wasn't even close ever in this game. It was just, it says Aftermath beats up Iguana, grabs second place. The Aftermath thrashed Iguana 112 to 76 to remain undefeated against him, and in the process clinch a playoff spot. Their overall records goes to 9-5, while Iguana drops to 3-11. The historical series between these two teams has not been close, with Aftermath owning the Iguanas 4-2 overall in all the years of the Corona League. That's how the cookie crumbled last week, ladies and gentlemen. And that set it up for this week and the first playoff head-to-head matchup. Crazy, right? Just crazy. So, week 15 is here, and it's the first week of playoffs. And the way the playoffs work is obviously the first place takes last place, and they're in their respective brackets. So, it'd be first place Henry will go against fourth place. We'll go against fourth place Lady Titty Committee. And in this match, as of right now, this matchup is has Lady Titty Committee at 100 projected points and has Henry at 99 projected points. It shows them it's less than a point victory, I guess, is looking at, or maybe a point, and it's pretty close. I mean, Lady Titty, he's on a roll. We'll see how that works out. You know, it's pretty close, So that's game 1 of the playoffs. Okay. And in the championship bracket, game 1 in the consolation bracket will be Day 1, AK the One versus Team, which is Team that is number 5, going against Day 1 AK the One that's number 8. And in this one right now, if I look at the projected scores, it shows Day 1 AK the One at 91 points and Team is at 98 points. Pretty close. I mean, it's not too far off, but it's pretty close. And it looks like, if you look at the little lines, they're going like this. So we'll see how that's going to work out this week in the first game of the consolation bracket for the consolation championship, I guess you would call it. And in game 2 of the championship bracket, we have Junebug versus the Aftermath. And this is going to be a tight game. It looks like from the start. First of all, I'm obviously on Junebug, and we have a tie in our records, but he has wins over me. So that makes him second place, me third place, which I think is the highest I've ever fucking placed in fantasy football, playing with everybody. So it looks like our projected points is 103 for me and 101 for Aftermath. And again, the lines are going like this on the chart, and it looks like I edge them out at the end of the game Monday, according to projected points, but can never always count on that, right? So in game 4, which is the second game of the consolation series, is Edward James versus Iguana, and this has Edward James at 101 and Moses at 88. That's what it is. And it's been a very, 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 very close season, very fun season. When we started the season and I saw we had 8 teams, I thought, man, it's gonna be a high scoring season. You know, everybody's gonna have good players, but I think that it was very evenly matched. evenly matched, and I hope everybody else had fun. And I'll see you guys next week. But before we go, we're gonna look back. We're gonna look back, and we're gonna look at the standings and how we ended up in the standings. In the standings are as follows. Where is it? Where's the standings? Maybe I should have been ready with that, huh? Woo, it's cold out here. It's cold out here. Standings, my bad. I was way off. Sorry about that. So, the standings this week has Henry still at the top of the mountain with 10-4. Shows Aftermath bumped up to second place with a 9-5. Me ended up the season in third place with 9-5. Like I said, I think that's the highest I've ever placed. And then I have Litty Titty Committee in his first rookie year coming up, knocking down team and coming up to rank 4th to end the season in 4th place in his rookie year and in the championship bracket in the playoffs. And then we have Team who dropped 3 spaces, hard fall to the consolation bracket in 5th place. Edward James in 6th, Iguana in 7th, and Day 1 AK the 1 rounding off the bottom of the seat, the bottom of the standings, 8th place for Day 1 AK the 1. 11 straight losses. It's crazy. He got 11 straight losses. But he did okay in the beginning of the season, but you know, that's how things go, I guess. What can I say? And trophies for the week. Can you see who got the trophies for the week? It looks like Litty Titty Committee got the trophy for top player with George Kittle, 27 points. Edward James got the trophy for highest scoring bench with 39 points. And Litty Titty Committee again with the unreal combinations. With George Kittle and Carson Wentz scored 45 points. And also Henry got the regular season champion. Henry gets the regular season champion trophy. It says trophy is awarded to the league's top regular season team based on standings, and that's Henry of the Corona League with a 10-4 regular season. That's how that goes. Well, today I decided to do it on the outside, have a little fresh air. Pretty crazy year, and I'll see you guys next week for the round 1 of playoffs recap. Have a nice weekend and good luck to everybody. See you next week.